What's up? What's up? Feeling that? Yeah. Yeah. What's up? What's up? What's happening, all my brothers and sisters? God bless. This is Brother J. Just want to thank you for your support and your kindness on this CD. We can't do it without you. So if you want more of our music, you can go to brotherjjazz.com. That's right, brotherjjazz.com, and order your CDs online.
So if you have coma or
Our first masterpiece of jazz
or high blood
Angels
pressure,
in the Room.
don't put your head below your heart. If you have osteopenia, osteoporosis, or if you're pregnant, please, no severe twisting. Do only what you feel you can safely and comfortably do. If we're doing something that's not quite for you, feel free to observe. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's no egos in this class. We're here to improve our health, not to hurt ourselves. Please hydrate at any point, take a break at any point. And with that, I always like to start with an intention. And today's intention is know your values before someone tries to make them for you. You know, we all know our strong points and our weak points. Don't let someone try to rearrange what you are. So be who you are. Be strong. And so joke time. So today, a little bit special. So today, this joke is for the boomers, for the baby boomers. Okay? So, you know, when Neil Armstrong first walked on the moon, he radioed back to Houston. He said, "Hey, Houston, you know there's a female corpse up here." Houston said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "No, there's a female. Oh, you know what? It's Alice Crampton." See now, all of the millennials are, "Oh, it's Alice Crampton, you know?" Okay, so because that was centered to the boomers, then I do have another one I'll add for you. So coming here, there was a big septic tank truck driving along. You know, I was behind him, and on the back of the truck it said, "This truck contains yesterday's political promises." Not appropriate. Okay, so we start with our diaphragmatic breathing. As we always do, it is just so important and so healthy for us. So deep breaths in, the stomach comes out. Breathing out, the stomach goes in. Breathing in, and breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. And breathing in, and breathing out, and breathing in, and breathing out. Fantastic. And we'll start now with our warm-up. And today we're going to do our seated jumping jack. We'll start with the left side. Left arm and leg go out, and we come back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back. And we'll switch to the right side. Out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back, and out, and back. We'll bring it all together. Out, and back, and 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 out, and back. Fantastic. Let's take a deep breath. And we'll do our shoulder stretch, taking that left arm, putting the hand behind my back, and giving that elbow just a little bit of a push with my right hand, stretching that shoulder out, and then we'll switch and we'll do the other side. Great stretch here for the upper back, and we'll switch and do the other side. Great range of motion here, switch and do the other side, and switch, and one more on the right side, and one more on the left side. And now we're going to take that left arm, I'm going to put it right across the chest, and with the right hand, I'm just going to tug that left shoulder a little bit. Just want to open up the back muscles here. I'm going to switch and do the other side, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Okay, now we're going to move to the lower body. We'll bring the feet out and dig the heels into the floor. Coming forward, as you know, just a slight discomfort, never pain. Coming forward, and we come back up. And forward, and 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 back up. And one more coming forward. Great, and back up. Very good. We're going to do our adductor and abductor exercise now. These little muscles in the upper thigh are very important. They control our balance side to side, or they play a major role in it. And they control our walking gait as well, or again, play a role in that, making sure we lift our feet instead of dragging them. So I'm going to bring my feet together as much as I can. Once I'm there, I'm going to move the knees out. Now I'm going to bring the knees towards each other, but as I'm doing that, I'm going to push out with my hands. And that's going to engage these inner thigh muscles, those adductor muscles. And I'm going nice and slow, let everything work here. Those adductor muscles are going to get stronger. The thighs, the hips are being lubricated. And remember too, whenever we strengthen muscle, we strengthen bone density. And we'll go in the other direction now. So the knees are going out while the hands are pushing in, engaging now the abductor muscles on the outside of the thigh. And I'm going to come back in, really strengthening those muscles, going back out. That IT band getting exercised here, coming back in. Great exercise to do. Going back out. Very good. And we'll come back in one more time. And we'll go back out one more time. Great. Going to release from that. We're going to focus on the spine. We'll do our cat and our cow. So to do that, I'll turn sideways to help demonstrate. As you know, we're going to stretch the discs between the vertebrae, and that'll nourish them, or they'll get nourished, and then we're going to squeeze them, and that'll cleanse them. So to do that, I'm going to start with my angry cat pose. I bring my shoulders forward, arching my back, and I bring my head towards my knees. Stretching those discs, and they're getting nourished. And I'm going the other direction. Moving the shoulders back, arching the back in the opposite way, squeezing the discs, and now they're getting cleansed. And I'm coming forward nice and slow. I really want those discs to get nourished. And I'm going back. If you have back pain or neck pain, this is a great exercise to do. I'm coming forward. And I'm going back, stimulating blood flow throughout the spine. So healthy. And I'm coming forward nice and easy. And going back. One more coming forward, nourishing those discs. One more going back, cleansing those discs. So you're going to release from that. We're going to do a cross-body stretch. Be very careful here. I'm going to take my arms up, bring the hands behind the hip, and I'm not going to pull on the head. I don't want to hurt the neck. I'm going to take that left elbow and try to touch the right knee, and I'm going nice and slow. And then I'm going to switch and do the other side. I'm going to switch. And 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 switch. Okay, you're going to release that and bring those hands down. Let's roll the shoulders. Nice big range of motion here. Secreting that synovial fluid into the shoulder joint. And we'll go in the other direction. Big range of motion. Nice movement. Very good. And we can do our cognitive challenge if you wish. Going in the opposite direction, challenging the left and right brain. And we'll go the other way. So good. We're going to come to a standing position. Continuing with our warm-up. I'm going to do a little Tai Chi movement here called circling the breath. With my feet are shoulder width apart, my arms are by my sides. I'm going to bring the arms straight out in front of me. Now, as I lower the arms and bend my knees, I'm going to breathe in. And as I come up, I'm going to breathe out. Breathing in, and breathing out. And breathing in, 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 and breathing out. Now you're going to bring the arms down. I'm going to do a little lower body work here now. I'm going to have my chair handy, and I'm going to do what we call the chair pose. So I'm going to almost sit down, but not quite. So I've got my chair here. I'm going to hold my chair with both hands. And I'm going to come down to almost sitting down, but I'm not quite sitting down. And I'm holding onto that chair really sturdy. Then, once I'm in this position, I'm going to raise my heels. Heels down, toes up. Toes down, heels up. Heels down, toes up. Toes down, heels up. Heels down, toes up. Toes down, heels up. And heels down, toes up. Toes down, feet completely flat, coming back to a standing position. Doesn't that feel good? Okay. Let's take a deep breath. And we'll hydrate for sure. Hydrate, hydrate. get our upper body moving here now. I'm going to bring those arms all the way out. And then we'll just do some rotations, just some nice big circles. All these muscles in the shoulders now are working. We have the rotator cuff group, we have the deltoids, pectorals in the front, rhomboids in the back. Lots of good stuff happening here. Nice range of motion. Now we'll go in the other direction. Big, big range of motion. Very good. Very good. Now we're going to come to a stop. We'll take a deep breath. And now we'll do our jump ropes. I've got my rope handy. Be careful. Make sure your rope doesn't hit anybody. And off we go. There we go. Very good. Got a little cardio going now. And of course we have all of these muscles. We have 600 muscles. Pretty much all of them are moving right now. Very good. Heart, of course, is a muscle, so it's working. Feeding blood and oxygen to all these other muscles and organs. And we'll go in the other direction. Very good. Be really careful. Don't let the rope hit anybody, as you know. So good. It's a great workout. We're going to come forward again. And then, of course, we're really going to get fancy. Woo! There you go. Get that rope really swinging there. So good. There we go. We'll come to our normal jump rope. And we'll come to a stop. Let's take a breath. There we go. We're going to do some stretching here. We'll bring the hands together, interlacing the fingers. Palms go towards the floor. Pushing down. I've got good straight posture here. Got to bring those palms up to the ceiling if I can. Pushing straight up, high as I can go. Once I'm safely here, going to lean to the right. Big letter C. Going to lean to the left. Big banana. And lean to the right. And lean to the left. And we'll come back to the center. We're going to twist to the right. Twisting from the waist. And twist to the left. Stimulate the digestive system. Twist to the right, stimulating the liver. And twist to the left. We'll come back to the center now. Carefully, I'm going to lean back. And then we're going to come forward and straight out in front of me, pushing out as far as I can go, really engaging those back muscles. Again, I'm going to go to the right. And back to the left. And to the right. And to the left. And we'll come back to the center. Our hands are really locked tight. We'll unlock the hands, shake them out and get that blood moving in there. Great for carpal tunnel as well. Now, once we're here, we're going to do, going to come to a seated position. We're going to work on those back muscles that I mentioned just a moment ago. I'm going to remain standing so I can help demonstrate, so everybody can see. Yes, please hydrate if you need to. I'm certainly going to do that. I so enjoy a nice beverage. So, okay, we're going to do our eagle pose. Being very careful here, and as you know, you do only what you can safely and comfortably do. You're going to take that left arm, bring it straight up and down. You're going to bring the right arm and wrap it around the left arm. But if you're here or here, wherever you are is absolutely perfect. We're engaging the rhomboid muscles in the back. So you do what you can safely do. Once you're here, again now, I'm going to twist to the right, twisting from the waist. And I'm going to twist to the left. And to the right. And to the left. I'm going to come back to the center. Carefully now I'm going to lean forward, engaging all the muscles right down to the glutes. Again, I go to the right, and to the left, and to the right, and to the left. And we'll come back to the center. We're going to return to vertical. Once in vertical, breathing in, I come down. Breathing out, I go up. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. And I slowly unwind, rolling those shoulders. Big range of motion, best I can do. I want to really increase the elasticity there. And I'll go in the other direction. So good, lubricating those shoulders. Synovial fluid flowing. Perfect, and we'll do the other side. So now the right arm straight up and down, left arm comes around and wraps. Wherever you are is perfect. Twisting to the right, twisting to the left, twisting to the right, and twisting to the left. Coming back to the center, carefully leaning forward. Again, I go to the right, and to the left, and to the right, and to the left. When I come back to the center, I return to vertical. Breathing in, I come down. Breathing out, I go up. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. And now slowly unwinding. Let's roll those shoulders out. Get that range of motion going there. And the other direction. Nice big movement. Perfect, perfect. We're going to do a little lower body stretching here. In our seated position, you're going to take that left leg and left foot and bring it out to the side and just twist the ankle a little bit. I want to put a little bit of a twist into my calf muscles, into my hip. And I'm going to bring it right back. Now we'll go back out and twist, and we come back. And out and twist, and we come back. And out and twist, and we come back. We'll do the right side, out and twist, and back, and out and twist, and back, out and twist, and back, and out and twist, and back. Now we're going to add a little bit of a stomp to this to try to stimulate a little bit of bone marrow density increase in the knees and, of course, the ankles and the hips. We're going to, again, go back to the left side, go out and twist, and when I come back, I'm going to stop. There you go, out and twist, and stop. 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 And out and twist, and stop. We'll switch to the right side. Out and twist, and stop. 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 And out and twist, and stop. Fantastic. Releasing from that, let's take a deep breath. Now we're going to come back to a standing position. We'll do our forward and backward fold, getting our hips ready because we're almost ready for our warrior moves. And we'll take our time and do some nice stretching here, bringing the arms up alongside the ears, leaning back into our Urdhva Hastasana pose, and we'll hold here, take a deep breath, a nice static stretch. And then we'll come forward into our forward fold, Uttanasana, holding here a nice deep breath. In our neutral position, let's go out to our helicopter, twisting to the right, and we'll hold there and take a deep breath. And then we'll twist to the left and hold, take a deep breath. We'll come back to the center and let's lean to the right, and we'll lean to the left, and lean to the right, and lean to the left. Back to the center, let's bring the hands down to the hips, and we'll do our hula hoop, warming up those hips a little bit more. And we'll go in the other direction. Nice range of motion. Fantastic. So we're ready now for our warrior moves, starting with warrior one as we always do. I have my chair handy if I need it. My right leg is going to go forward, my left leg is going to go back. I'll hold that chair if I need to. Now, as you know, you control the intensity. You do what is going to work for you. The further down you go, the more intense this is going to be. So whatever works for you is perfect. Once we're safely here, be careful. We never want the knee to go beyond the toes. We're going to do some movement here, so make sure that knee doesn't go beyond the toes. Now, bring the arms up alongside the ears coming into our warrior one. Or hold the chair with one hand if you need to. Arms are straight up. Breathing in, I come up. Breathing out, I go forward. And in, and out. 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 Now very carefully I'm bringing those hands down behind my back, interlacing the fingers. We're coming into our humble warrior. Hands and arms go towards the ceiling. Breathing in, my chest comes up. Breathing out, it goes down. And in, and out. 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 I'm going to release right back into that warrior one. And then we'll do that smooth vinyasa into warrior two. Right arm goes out front, left arm's out back. I'm good and sturdy in the pose now. Made all the adjustments I need to. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go forward. And in, and out. 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 I'm going to slowly turn that forward palm towards the ceiling, coming back into my peaceful warrior. Once I've got that arm raised up high as it can go, I twist the torso. Breathing in, I come up. Out, I go down. And in, and out. 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 I'm going to flow back into my warrior two. And we're going to do our side angle today, so I'm going to bend that forward arm, bring it down to the forward thigh, and then the other arm comes up alongside the ear, looking up underneath that arm if I can. Breathing in, I come up, out I go down, and in, and out, 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 and in, and out. And I flow back into my warrior two, and we come to a standing position. We hydrate for sure. And of course, we'll take some deep breaths to get that oxygen back into our systems. We burnt up so much oxygen with all those movements there, lots of muscles engaged. Deep breathing in and out. Great, and we'll switch into the other side. So I'm going to move my chair to make sure it's handy if I need it. Got it right there. Now my left leg goes forward and my right leg goes back. Making sure I'm good and sturdy. I set the intensity. The further down I go, as you know, the more intense it gets. The arms come up alongside the ears, coming into our warrior one. Breathing in, I come up. Out I go forward. And in, and out, 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 and in, and out. And we'll bring those arms down now, behind our back, interlacing the fingers, hands and arms towards the ceiling, coming into our humble warrior. Breathing in, my chest comes up, and breathing out, it goes down. And in, and out, 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 and in, and out. I release right back into my warrior one. And I do that smooth transition into warrior two. Now the left arm's out front, right arm's out back, good and sturdy in the pose. Then once I'm sturdy, breathing in, I come up, out I go forward, and in, and out, 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 and in, and out. I'm going to turn that forward palm towards the ceiling, come back into my peaceful warrior, twist that torso if I can. Breathing in, I come up, out I go down, and in, and out, 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 and in, and out. And I flow back into my warrior two. We're going to do our side angle, bending that forward arm, coming down to the forward thigh. Other arm up alongside the ear, looking up underneath that arm if I can. Breathing in, I come up, out I go down, and in, and out, 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 and in, and out. And I flow back into my warrior two. And I come to that standing position, and we hydrate. And we'll take some deep breaths. Oxygen, oxygenate our muscles and organs. Deep breaths in and out. So one of the participants in the Conroe class said to me, he said, you know, when we come out of our warrior moves and we come back to a standing position, sometimes you do this. And he said, so are we supposed to do that? And I said, no, not at all. I don't know, for some reason I do that, but no, definitely not. He said, because I can't do that. I said, that's fine. So, didn't want to mislead anybody. But it's a great exercise. As you can well imagine, we're moving so many muscles, these huge muscles in our thighs, you know, and our glutes, of course, the core, everything is working here. And the one thing I wanted to say, I reminded them in Conroe this morning, I've noticed at the YMCA some older folks like myself lifting weights, and really big, heavy weights, and they're lifting as fast as they can, you know. We have two types of muscle fiber. You might have heard me say this before, type 1 and type 2. The type 1 fiber is what gives us our stamina. It enables us to walk long distances, to sit down and get up, to get out of bed, climb stairs, those types of things. The type 2 fiber is the explosive muscle fiber. That's what gives us the ability to hit a golf ball, throw a punch, sprint, those kinds of things. I'm not doing much of that anymore. I don't know if you are, but one of the things you should know is the type 2 fiber at about age 30 begins to quiesce. It doesn't react to stress as much as the type 1 fiber does. So doing those kinds of exercises when you're in your 70s and 80s is probably not going to be very beneficial and could end up in an injury. But the exercises we're doing, we're focusing on the type 1 fiber. All of these slow movements that we're doing, that's engaging those type 1 muscle fibers, making them stronger. That's what's going to hold us up and prevent us from falling. So that's what we do. Time under tension is really, really key, nice and slow, and that's why we do it so slowly. So anyway, just thought you'd like to know all of that. Yes. So yeah, because you don't want to hurt yourself, doing exercises like lifting heavy weights and so. I mean, you can if you wish, but probably going to lead to injury, I would think. Okay, let's take some deep breaths. We're going to do our forward and backward fold. Arms alongside the ears, leaning back into that Urdhva Hastasana, holding here. Deep breath. And we'll come forward into the Uttanasana, forward fold. Back to our neutral position. Let's do our hip rotation. Some nice big range of motion here. And if you have a little clicking going on, that's okay. Unless it's painful, then you need to see the doc. We'll go in the other direction. Very good. So we're ready now for our first balance challenge for today. And I know we have some new participants, so please understand, we're not here to stand on one foot. That's not the goal. The goal is to challenge the brain to communicate to the supporting limbs and vice versa. And by standing on one leg, well, that does do that, so that's why we do that. But please don't get discouraged if you can't stand on one foot. That's not the whole exercise. We have many options. Today we're going to do the tree pose. I'm going to hold the chair with my right hand. I'm going to take my left foot and put the toes on the ground and the heel against the ankle of my right leg. If that's as far as I want to go today, that's perfectly fine. I can add a little challenge here by just hovering my hand over the chair. The minute I let go of that security, the brain kicks in because it knows it's lost that security, so it's communicating with the supporting foot, and of course the foot that's kind of holding us up a little bit. My gaze is going to be fixed to the floor. I'm going to move that bent foot up to the calf muscle, to the middle limb on my tree. Still holding the chair, of course, but now I really have a challenge for balance, and my brain knows that little cerebellum part of the brain that controls our balance. It's communicating big time to that supporting foot, and the foot is communicating back to the brain. I maybe open the hip a little bit if I wish, if I can do that. I'm going to grow a branch with that free arm. And then maybe add some wind to the branch, a little bit of movement there. Now I'll add a little more challenge if I can. Hover the hand over the chair, the hand that's holding the chair, of course. And then maybe bring that arm up to the ceiling. Whatever's going to work for you today is perfect. And if you're coming in and out of the pose, that's fine. If you find yourself falling and catching yourself, that's fantastic because that says the brain is working. The synapses in the brain, which is our communication pathways, they are working overtime here. Brain's going 300 miles an hour. Now I'm going to maybe raise my foot to a higher branch, above the knee. Again, it's completely up to you. Whatever's working for you today is absolutely perfect. And I'm adding some wind, maybe some tornadic activity to those branches. I'm doing my deep breathing throughout. Then I'll slowly bring the branches down. And I'll go back to that middle limb, and then we'll release back to the floor and we won't get out. So good. Okay, we're switching to the other side. Keeping everything in balance. Got my chair handy. Now I'm going to take that right foot, and the toes are on the ground. Heel is against the ankle of my left leg, and if that's as far as I go, that's fine. I can hover that hand over the chair, gaze fixed solid to the floor. Maybe I'll go to that calf muscle. Again, I'm holding here. I'm going to just hover the hand over the chair for a little more challenge if I wish. Maybe grow that first branch. Add a little bit of movement to the branch. Then reduce my security here. Bring that other hand up to the ceiling if I can. Whatever's working for you is perfect. Adding some wind to those branches. Remember too, balance, some days it's spot on, other days not so much. Doesn't matter, it's the communication that we're trying to do here. Back and forth, adding that wind to the branches. Branches can be horizontal, they can be vertical. Maybe go to that higher limb if you can. Get that breath coming in, keeping the brain well oxygenated. And then I'll slowly bring the branches down. I'll go to that middle limb and down to the ground and walk it out. Fantastic. That's exactly what we want to do. Want that brain to be challenged and have to make it work. Let's take some deep breaths. Okay, we're going to do our forward and backward fold again. Stretch out those hips. Bring those arms up alongside, leaning back into that Urdhva Hastasana. Holding here, we'll take a deep breath. And we'll come forward into Uttanasana. Holding here, taking a deep breath. And in a neutral position, bring those arms out into the helicopter, twisting to the right and holding, taking a deep breath. And then to the left and hold and take a deep breath. Bring it back to the center, and again, let's do that hula hoop. So good. Really nice little exercise for the hips. Also, the ankles are involved, the knees are involved, and we'll go in the other direction. Get that range of motion in there, secrete that synovial fluid, lubricate those joints. We're going to do another cognitive challenge. This one's obviously not going to include too much of a balance challenge, but it is going to have a lot of communication going on between the brain and the limbs. I'm going to bring the arms straight out and make a fist. Thumbs are straight up. Now I'm going to move the thumbs to the point where I almost can't see them. I'm looking straight ahead. So the point I almost can't see them, but I still can see them. Now I'm going to take that left thumb and bring it in and touch the tip of my nose. Then I'm going to switch and do the other side. I'm going nice and slow. Our brain speaks 3 languages, as we know. It silently verbalizes, it visualizes, and it feels. As we're going back and forth, we're using all 3 of those communication media. Going back and forth, brain is issuing the commands, hands and thumbs and everything is following those commands exactly as they're being told. Going back and forth, and we know because we can see that the thumbs are touching as they should, the arms are parallel to the floor as they're supposed to be, and we can feel. We feel the thumbs touching the nose, we feel the arms getting tired. Back and forth we go. And then we're going to add a little more challenge to this. We're going to remove the visualization part of this, closing the eyes. So now we've added also a balance challenge here. Whenever our eyes are closed, we've got a balance challenge, especially if we're moving our limbs around. So we've got not as big a balance challenge, obviously, as the tree pose, but nonetheless a challenge. We're going back and forth. We know we're doing this correctly because we can still feel, even though we can't see. We feel the tips of the thumbs touching the tip of the nose. We feel the arms still parallel to the floor. Then we'll add a little more intensity to this by speeding up a little bit. But we want to be careful we don't jeopardize the accuracy of what's going on. Back and forth, fast as we can go. Let the brain issue the commands. Let the arms and thumbs follow those commands exactly as they're being told. Stimulating this communication back and forth, faster and faster if we can. Some are faster than others, does not matter. Whatever works for you is perfect. Key is we want to be accurate, back and forth. And we'll come to a stop, open the eyes, we'll shake those hands out, get that blood circulating. Very, very good little exercise there. Okay. Got to bring those hands together, interlace the fingers, palms go towards the floor. Elbows as straight as I can make them. Bring those palms up to the ceiling, pushing straight up, high as I can go. Engage those back muscles and shoulder muscles. Once we're here, I'm going to lean to the right. Going to lean to the left. Lean to the right. And lean to the left. And we'll come back to the center. We'll twist to the right and twist to the left. Stimulate the digestive system. Twist to the right. Stimulate our liver. And one more to the left. We'll come back to the center as we always do, leaning a little bit back. And then we'll come halfway forward, pushing straight out. Get those back muscles 100% engaged. I'm going to go to the right and go to the left. And then to the right. And one more to the left. Then we'll come back to the center. Unhook those hands, shake them out, get that blood flowing. You've got to come to a seated position. We want to work on the hips a little bit here. We're going to do our seated pigeon pose. So as you know, there's always, yes, please hydrate. going this way. Ooh, that's some good water right there. That water's stolen. Okay. Okay. We're going to do our pigeon pose. As you know, there's always options. So option 1, I'm just going to take that left foot, put it on the outside of the right. Or option 2, I can bring that leg up and bring it behind the knee. I want to get a stretch into the hip. This certainly stretches the hip. We're going to add a little more intensity to this. I'm going to bring the arms up alongside the ears. Breathing in, I'm going to go back just a little bit. Breathing out, I'm going to go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. And I'm going to bring the arms down. We want to exercise the ankles. I want to lubricate them, so we're going to rotate those ankles. So good to have a flexible ankle. It goes a long way to prevent us from falling. Nice big rotation here. Now we'll go in the other direction. Big range of motion. I've got some crackling going on. That's fine as long as it's not painful. And then we're going to go and plantar flex that foot and dorsiflex it. Plantar flex, dorsiflex, plantar flex, dorsiflex, and plantar flex, and dorsiflex. We'll do our sciatic nerve slide. We're going to lift that knee up and let it go down, and lift it up and down, and up and down, and up and down. We'll switch and do the other side. Bring that leg up, behind the knee, of course. Once we're safely there, bring those arms up alongside the ears. Breathing in, I go back. Breathing out, I go forward. And in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out. I'll bring those arms down. We'll rotate that ankle now. Get that guy well lubricated. Synovial fluid flowing there. Nice range of motion. So good for the foot. And then we'll go in the other direction. If you have your calf muscles waking you up at night, these are great exercises to do. Get the blood circulating. And then we'll plantar flex the foot, and we'll dorsiflex, plantar flex, dorsiflex, plantar flex, dorsiflex, and plantar flex, and dorsiflex. Do the sciatic nerve slide. Bring that knee up, and let it go down, and up, down, and up, down, and up, and down. Very good. Going to bring that leg down. Going to do a little more hip stretching here. I'm going to slide to the left side of my chair. I'm holding onto my chair. I'm going to bring that left leg back behind me, kind of like the dancer's pose. I'm moving the hip back as far as I can go, never pain. Slight discomfort maybe, but never pain. Far back as I can go. And once I'm there, I'm just going to hold and take a deep breath. And now I'm going to switch and do the other side. Holding onto that chair, make sure I'm good and secure. I bring that right leg back as far as it can go. Never pain, please. Holding there, take a deep breath. Great, I'm going to release that. I'm going to come back to a standing position. We're going to do a little shoulder stretching here. So good straight posture, no lordotic posture, nice straight hips, square shoulders, good straight posture. And then I'm going to move my shoulders back. I'm not going to lean back, just the shoulders are going back. Adducting the shoulders, going towards each other. And then further back I go, as far as I can go. And then I do some deep breathing. And then I'm going to come forward. I'm not going to lean forward, just the shoulders coming forward, abducting the shoulders. Deep breath as I hold here. I'm going to go back again. Great stretch. Getting all these upper back muscles involved as well, the pectorals involved. Deep breath as I hold. And I'm going to come forward, abducting those shoulders. Deep breath. Fantastic. Release here. We'll give them a big roll. So good. And then the other direction. Nice range of motion. So, guess what time it is? Yes, test time. And today we're going for? Gold. Going for the gold. Yeah, I think we're going for the gold. Are we going for the silver? No. I'm pretty sure it's the gold. Yeah, I think we did the silver on Thursday. Nice try, though. Okay, so as you know, we come into our sobriety test. I've got my left foot in front of my right. I'm on that tightrope. And for the bronze, we had our arms by our sides. For the silver, we had our arms folded. And for the gold, we closed So have the chair against you if you wish. For that security, whatever's going to work for you is fine. Again, we want the communication. So I've got my arms folded, I close my eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And we switch feet. There we go. Good and secure here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah. Okay, everybody gets a gold medal. Isn't that special? And the medals are available tomorrow, as you know. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of core work here. So we're going to do an opposite limb plank. So important to get these core muscles good and strong. Holding that chair with my right hand, I'm going to move my right leg out behind me, instantly engaging these core muscles. My left arm goes out in front, so I'm stretching that shoulder as well, getting the upper back involved. Once I'm safely here and I've got that chair handy, I tighten every muscle in my body, tight, 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 and I just do some deep breathing as I'm holding. And then if you can, we'll add some additional intensity by going up and down on that supporting leg. But this is completely up to you. Please do only what you can safely and comfortably do. Up and down, picture those muscles really working, getting stronger. Phenomenal exercise. And we're going to release from that. We'll walk it out. We'll switch and do the other side. Got my chair handy, holding now with my left hand. My left leg is going out behind me. Right arm is going out in front. I'm engaging these core muscles, tightening them tight as I can get them. Everything tight, tight, tight. Deep, deep breathing. And then maybe you want to add that extra intensity, completely up to you. If you want to go into that warrior 3, you can certainly do that. And we'll release from that, we'll walk it out. Fantastic. Good, good, good. Hydrate, please, hydrate. Take a deep breath. I have another balance challenge for today, and we're going to do the number 4. And what I mean by that is, I've got my chair handy, going to hold it with my right hand. I'm going to take my left leg and bring it up and try to make the number 4. Now, whatever's going to work for you is fine. Once I'm here, I might push the knee back a little to open the hip, completely up to you. I've got the chair handy, doing my deep breathing, gaze fixed solid to the floor. And if I can, I'm maybe going to have a little bit of a seat while I'm in this number 4. Add some movement, up and down from the seat if I wish, if I can. Whatever you're doing is absolutely perfect. Then we're releasing that. We'll step it out. We'll switch and do the other side. Bring that right leg up. Try to make that number 4. Good. Once we're safely there, got the knee, maybe open it up a little bit more, and then maybe have that seat. Which you can. My deep breathing, of course, throughout the process. Keep that brain oxygenated. Maybe go up and down on that leg a little bit. And we're releasing that and we'll walk it out. So good. So we've done a lot of work with the lower body, which is excellent. Got to get some push-ups into the act here, though. Yeah. So, yes, we do. So I've got my chair handy. Going to hold that chair. Make sure I'm good and sturdy here. And we'll do our Kegel exercises as well. This will target those sphincter muscles, the colon sphincter and the bladder sphincter. So while holding here, good straight posture, no lordotic posture, nice and straight. I'm just going to pull up on all these pelvic muscles. And you know you're doing it right when you feel the glutes going towards each other. So I'm holding here, great posture, just pull up and hold. Pull up and hold, do some deep breaths. And then I release everything and take a deep breath. Pull up and hold, take a deep breath. And then release everything, take a deep breath. And one more, pulling up and holding, taking a deep breath. And release everything, take a deep breath. And then we'll do some push-ups if you wish. And again, this is completely up to you, but it's important to try to strengthen the upper body as well. I'm going to come forward as far as I can safely go, and I'll come right back up. And I'll come forward, and back up. And forward, and back up. One more coming forward, and back up. Now, if you wish, we can do a more intense process here by coming halfway forward and holding, taking a deep breath while we hold, and then all the way down, and all the way up. We'll come halfway forward again and hold, take a deep breath, all the way down, all the way up. One more coming halfway down, holding, all the way down, and all the way up. And we're releasing that, and let's roll those shoulders. And I know that feels good, doesn't it? Okay. We'll take a deep breath. Just do some cool down marching here, very gentle, nice and slow. I'm going to do my contralateral marching, raising my left leg and my right arm. And then I'm going to switch. Going nice and easy, stretching those muscles out. Breathing as I go. Nice and slow. We'll come to a stop. We'll do the ipsilateral on the same side, adding a little balance challenge here. But do only what you can safely do, raising the left arm and leg together and hold. And I switch and I hold. Switch and I hold. Switch and hold. Switch and hold. Switch and hold. Switch and hold. And switch and hold. And then release from that. Good straight posture, arms up, our final Urdhva Hastasana. Holding here, deep breath. And coming into our forward fold, Uttanasana. Holding here, deep, deep breath. Neutral position, we'll do our hula hoop. Nice range of motion. Calm those hips down. And then the other direction. Very, very good. We're going to come to a seated position. Continuing with our cool down. We'll do our Apanasana pose. We'll do it one leg at a time. So carefully I'm going to bring that left knee up. As far as I can bring it up into the chest, whatever works for you. And wherever you are is perfect. And once I'm there, I'm just going to tighten all the muscles in my body. Tight, tight, tight. Holding here. And we'll release and we'll switch and do the other side. Stretching all these muscles. Deep breath as we hold. And we'll switch, I beg your pardon, we're going to put that down and we'll do our windshield wipers. I'm holding my chair. I'm going to flop my knees to the left, and to the right, to the left, to the right, and left, and right. Back to the center, we'll do our head and neck exercises. Nice big ovals here, rotating my head to the right, all the way up and over, and down. And again, big rotation up and over, and down. We'll go to the left. Up and over, and down. One more up and over, and down. And in our neutral position, we'll lean the head back. Lean the head forward. Back to neutral. Lean to the right. And lean to the left. And back to neutral. We'll do our peripheral vision. So I'm looking straight ahead. The only thing moving are the eyes. I'm going to look to the right. Up. Left. Down. Right. Up. Left, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down. I'm going to blink the eyes to reset them. We're going to do our carpal tunnel. So we'll take our left hand, make a fist, and with the right hand just wrap it around below the wrist, and then we'll rotate that fist. So good for the carpal tunnel. Nice big rotations. And we'll go in the other direction. Really, really good. And we'll switch and do the other side. Big rotations here. And then the other way, of course. Great. Going to bring those fingers together for our spider on the mirror, continuing with our carpal tunnel, doing those push-ups, stimulating fluid, synovial fluid release into the knuckles, arthritis. You have neuropathy in the hands, great exercise, tingly fingers, great exercise to do, and of course, stimulate carpal tunnel flow. Very good. Releasing from that, we'll take that left arm, bring it straight out. Nice straight elbow. Going to bring the hand down, never pain though, just going to stretch across that wrist. And we'll go in the other direction. And then we'll switch and do the other side. And then the other direction. And releasing that again, we'll shake the hands out. Coming into our Savasana. Here, as you know, we relax the mind and then, of course, the body. And to relax the mind, we just focus on our breath. And since the mind can only focus on one thing at a time, if we're focusing on the breath, everything else gets pushed aside, at least for a moment or two. And it's very, very healthy for our brain. So with the eyes closed and the palms are on the thighs, up or down, your choice. Focusing on that breath, deep diaphragmatic breaths coming in and out. As that breath comes in, it nourishes the body. As it goes out, it cleanses the body. Even though we're focusing on the breath, a thought might pop into your mind. That's fine, acknowledge it, it's normal. And then go right back to focusing on the breath. Let the mind relax, focusing only on the breath. Breath's coming in, and going out. And coming in, and going out. As that breath comes in, it brings with it all the positive energy in this room. As it goes out, it removes all the metabolic waste and all the negative thoughts. As our mind comes into a peaceful state, we step outside of our body and we see that our feet are relaxed, legs are relaxed, core, the hips, the shoulders, the arms, the head, the neck. Everything is relaxing now. Gravity taking over, pulling us into our chair. For this moment in time, we know, because we're only focusing on this moment in time, we are perfectly safe. We have no fear, we have no pain, we have no problems, we have no deadlines. We're only focusing on our breath, coming in and going out. And in and out. Now our mind is at peace, our body is at rest. Let's come together and down to heart center. May the light within me continue to have the honor of shining alongside the light within you. And in the truest meaning of the word namaste, I bow to you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.